This is Densis X1 and it might be the closest thing I've ever felt to wearing a real-life power suit. Because this is not just something you hold, you actually wear it around your waist, around your legs, and once it turns on, it starts assisting your movement. It's like something lifting your legs for you. This is an AI-powered exoskeleton with a 900-watt motor, while still weighing just around 1.6 kg, which is even lighter than most laptops. That part is what completely changes the experience. This is genuinely the lightest exoskeleton that I've tried so far. So today we'll be testing out the Densis X1 properly, test it outside, try different modes with it, running, doing standard walking or walking uphill, and see if this thing actually gives your legs that superhuman feeling. And trust me, the first time that assist kicks in, it genuinely feels kind of magical. But first, let's talk about unboxing. Inside the box, you get the Densis X1 itself, and my first reaction was honestly the size, because I genuinely expected something way bigger, but it's actually really compact. Then you get the main waist system, the leg support arms, the batteries, the charger, and everything you need to get started. Setting this up was pretty straightforward. You strap it around your waist, position the leg support, attach the batteries, and then the app guides you through the whole process. And I actually like that they've made the app part really simple. The built-in guides, tutorial videos, and step-by-step instructions really help you out and make the whole process very simple. There can be a little learning curve for the first time, especially when you're attaching the batteries and getting used to how everything lock in. But once you understand it, it's really not complicated. So I've just got done with the setup. The whole thing took around 20 minutes, and I gotta say, this thing feels like the future. The best way to describe the feeling is that it's like someone is lifting your legs for you. Like, that's the best and easiest way to describe how it feels when you first put it on and start walking. And that feeling could vary depending on what setting you have on this device. Right now, I'm walking around in eco mode, and the other thing I have to notice, this feels really nice for just normal walking. Also, this is by far the lightest exoskeleton that I've tried. Like, I can actually wear this all day and not feel any tiredness. As you can see, right now we're in the eco mode, and if I want to quickly switch to another mode, I can tap here, and now you can see we're in the sports mode. And the same way I can switch back if I tap on the left side. So that's how easily you can control through the phone app, but there's also controls on the exoskeleton itself, and depending on how much you want, you can go all the way. Once the boost setting is on, it turns red, and same way if you want to dial it back, you can go press the minus keys and switch back to eco mode or transparent. So I've got the eco mode, which gives you the best balance of power and battery life. Then we have the sports mode, which is a little intense. You can use it when you're running, and depending on if you need more power, you can switch to the boost mode. And if you really want all the power, you can switch to the boost plus, which is something that I would use if I'm doing a really steep hike. We also have a transparent mode, which is essentially a mode where it kind of turns off. And then we have the Aqua and Aqua Plus modes. These works completely opposite to how the other modes work. Instead of reducing the human effort, it kind of increases that, kind of like working out your legs. So when you're walking in the Aqua Plus mode, it makes it a little harder. Like, you can feel you're applying more pressure in your legs. Walk, and it's great if you want to have a good leg workout and maybe strengthen your legs. It's really nice that we have so many options to play with. So again, looking at my first reaction of trying this out, it was pretty simple. This thing feels light. It really did feel like someone is lifting your legs for you, not fully carrying, but like dragging forward, which was enough to give me kind of a superhuman feeling. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to put this on really quickly. So as you can see, this is the mechanism. All we have to do is just strap this belt in. As you can see, it's now done. And then all we have to do is strap the legs, which is so easy. And same thing for my right leg. And we are good to go. And now I'm going to press and hold this button to turn this on. Here we go. And as soon as you see the lights turning on here, that means it is now on. And that's it. It's time to test this thing out. I've just pulled out the app, and it shows that it's already connected. And inside we can see the battery percentage. And again, we can switch all the modes if we want from here, or from the controls on the X1. So now currently we are in the eco mode, and what this mode is basically is the best balance of battery life as well as, you know, the power. So I'm getting assisted while I'm walking, while also conserving battery in the best way. So now I'm doing a quick walking test on the eco mode, which, as I said, is the best mode when it comes to balancing the power and battery life. So right now I feel like I'm getting a very optimal assistance when I'm walking for my body type. I think it's pretty good. But if I want to switch to something more powerful, I can definitely go into sports mode by just pressing the plus button on the right hand side. So now we have switched to the sports mode, and it's great for walking, but it's even better when you are running. I can definitely feel it giving me a lot of assistance here on this sort of mini steep path. It feels really, really good. And because it's so lightweight, I don't actually feel like I'm having any issues in terms of the weight of this device. As it's actually so fun, because this feeling that you have, it really does decrease the human effort in long walks. And I can tell that if I walk for quite a bit more, it will definitely make a difference in terms of my tiredness, you know. Now, after all that walking, if I want to take a rest, what I can do is I can quickly press this one button and then go into transparent mode, which basically kind of inactivates the power on this thing, so you can basically conserve battery. It's a great method to kind of be efficient, not turn off the whole thing, while at the same time get more battery while you're idle. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the boost mode, which is something you can use if you need more power for, let's say, more inclined, steep type of walking. I'm going to press this until it shows orange. That means it's now on boost, and if I press it one more time, it will go to boost plus. And now this is giving me the full power. Like, this is actually pretty much lifting my legs for me at this point. And I think it's overkill for this setting, but I'm gonna test this out at this steep hill path. Let's see how this performs on this quick climb. That felt nice. I'm gonna try one more time. That was so easy, man. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're in the boost mode, while you get the most power, that also takes the most battery. So this needs at least 50% battery to work with. That's why you don't have to use it all the time. I'm gonna switch back to eco mode again, and I will switch back to the boost mode once we need more power. So now we're doing a quick run test in the boost mode, and I'm trying as little of my human effort as possible and letting this lift my leg, and it's actually working really, really well. Like, boost definitely provides really good power, especially for steep running. So as I'm walking with the boost mode on, I'm about to do a steep climb here. This is so easy. I'm trying to have as less human effort as possible, making the X1 do the heavy lifting, and honestly, this feels so good. That means using a device like this, you can hike on a steep path longer than what you would normally do maybe without X1, because it's reducing the human effort. Like, I can genuinely tell that I can go much longer with this thing on. So using this outside, I tested this in a way I think most people would actually use it. So looking back at all the testing, eco mode is probably the mode that felt the most natural for normal walking. It gives you the assistant, but it doesn't feel too aggressive. And it's also the mode that gives you the best battery life experience as well. And then when I started running in eco mode, the assistant became even more noticeable, which was again great for my body shape, because when your steps get bigger and your movement gets faster, the X1 has more to respond to. And in that moment, the whole AI power suit idea started making more sense, because it reads your movement and adapt to that in real time. Then I switched into the stronger assistance modes. And that's where the X1 becomes way more obvious. Your walk feels more assisted, your run feels more assisted, and your legs feel lighter. And especially when you go uphill or climb, this is where the stronger assist mode really helps, because uphill walking naturally takes more effort, so your legs have to drive more, your hips are working harder, and that's exactly where the X1 gives you the extra support that you need. It really reduces that heavy feeling, and honestly, that's the real point of this product. It's not supposed to replace your legs, it's supposed to reduce human effort. And especially when you test this out on an incline, you really understand that very quickly. Now, as I mentioned before, there's an aqua mode as well. That one is pretty interesting because it does the opposite work. Instead of making the movement easier, it adds resistance, which is great if you want to train your legs a little bit, adding some resistance training It's definitely a very nice extra feature because it does make the product feel more complete. So after actually using the Densis X1 outside, walking with it, running with it, testing all the modes, trying incline walking, all that stuff, I get why Densis calls this the superhuman power. Not because it turns you into a superhero, but because it gives your legs assistance in a way that feels genuinely different from normal wearable tech. Is it absolutely perfect? No, there is a small learning curve when you first set it up, but once you do that, the experience is actually pretty insane. At the end of everything, I gave this to my brother just to see his reaction. He actually had a pretty long day, so I thought he would try this for a minute and just get the idea, but that's not what happened. He actually put it on, started walking, tested the assist, and then he just kept going. Like, I could tell he was genuinely enjoying the whole experience. And since he was a bit tired, walking uphill or just moving for longer, that support definitely made the difference. Now, battery life experience was pretty decent. I would say if you're going for a hike or a big walk session in a park, one single charge will be plenty enough for that kind of outdoor experiences. And obviously, with something like this, battery life really depends on how hard you push it. For hiking, travel, long walks, outdoor training, or anyone who wants to reduce effort while staying active, this starts to make a lot more sense. By the way, Densis Prime Day promotion is currently live with the biggest discount available, so definitely check it out if you're interested. Now would be the perfect time. As always, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below, and if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.